harder to make a scripted video than it is to just drive around and have a chat about Land Rovers, isn't it? This is fun. Driving around chatting about cars, chatting about kombucha, chatting about gold-plated toilets, chatting nonsense. It's a lot more light-hearted and a lot more fun. Is making serious, hard-hitting videos about car content something you want to do, or do you just want to be honest about your life? Because is this automatically something you're starting to do that's just going to become not another addiction but another obsession that's just going to flutter away? How do you get to somewhere in your head that you can focus on something in the long term and stick at it? How can you just be in and out of trying to find who you are and what you want to do? Not easy. The channel's called Mechanical Therapy, and it's about learning to talk again. It's about not being so lonely. Not even about being so lonely, but it's about isolation. It's very isolating. But then you're like, how can making videos make you less isolated? To be less isolated, you need to get out in the world and talk to people. But I really don't want to talk to people. I really just like, I'm not interested in out and about with people. I'm interested in playing with the dogs. I'm just losing all interest in life. But I think you get to a stage in your life. You get into a stage in your life where you kind of realise, I kind of fucked up quite a bit of my life. But if you had gone another way in life, would you be any happier? Who knows? But what is happiness and how are you going to make yourself happy? You know, where is the epidemic of loneliness and depression coming from in men and in people? It's probably coming from not having kids. That's probably the main one, isn't it? Because then you're not. Then the selfishness of just only thinking about yourself isn't really there. You spend too long focusing on yourself and your own happiness. What does it matter if you're happy? If you have kids, you're focusing on their happiness. You get something else to focus on. But if you don't really have any kids, then you're just fucking miserable for yourself, right? It's not even a case of being miserable, but it's just like everything in the world seems a little bit fucked, and you can try and ignore it. Like having no phone. Having no phone is like the dream. It's like a dream for me, but then it's also like, are you avoiding something? Not really avoiding something. You're just getting away from all this like constant interruption. Not constant interruption, but it's just like, who the fuck is phoning me and what do you want? Like, nobody phones me. I don't know anybody that would be phoning me. The only people that phone me is like somebody phoning me up to call me insurance or some fucking shit like that I don't need. And my phone is tracking me everywhere I go, everything I say and everything I do. Is that paranoia? Yes, it's definitely paranoia, but it's also fucking true. Like, who signed up for that? Who signed up for the convenience of like your phone being there to get in contact with people, to this thing that you just can't escape from, and you have to do everything fucking through it? Like, there's like constantly at the beck and call of people. I don't want to constantly be at the beck and call of people. If I want, send me a fucking letter. Do you know what I mean? Don't send me a letter, I won't open it. Right? So I'll be like, what's that got to do with me? What's anything got to do with me? I'm just like trying to live in a world where I can have peace and quiet. I have peace and quiet at home. I live in the countryside. I have space and like I'm free. But then the second I go out into the world, it's just like you're constrained by these norms where you're like on edge all the time. There's like on every roundabout there might be like a policeman that's going to tap you up for a fucking fine, or a speeding camera, or you're being fucking tracked for something. Every time I go into a shop, can we have your phone number and postcode? No, fuck off. I have my phone number and my postcode. You go buy something, can we have your name? No, why do you need it? You come to drop a package off to me, can we have your name? No, why do you need it? I've paid the shipping on this package. Just give me the fucking package and don't make me give you my ID. You can see my ID. Why do you have to put my ID number into your system? That's me being tracked again by somebody else. All this data, everybody tracking me. I'm really not into it. I don't think we should have to, I don't think we accept it, but like there's literally no going back. How do we get away from it? How do we get out of this world where I'm just constantly fucking a digital fingerprint, a digital footprint that people want to buy and share and monetize and profit from for the sake of convenience? Well, what's the fucking convenience? Every time I need to do something, I need to do an app. Or if I go into the bank, the person in the bank won't even be like, oh, we'll do that for you. They're like, they just shoo you off with the response of, you have to do that through the app. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm coming to pay this bill. No, you have to pay it through the app. I'm fucking here now, haven't I? Let me pay it. No, you have to do it through the app. Go to a restaurant, I have to scan the QR code to get the menu on my phone. I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone on me. I have a phone sitting on my desk that I use for the very few things that they force me to have a phone for. If I want to eat, then you look like the crazy person getting up and leaving the restaurant. Look at that guy, he's so mad that he had to do that. I am fucking mad that the only way I can get any food in here is if I scan a barcode on my fucking phone. Honest to God, I'm not into it. I'm not into all this shit. That is a really nice BMW. It's super clean. But I'm not into it. I'm not into all of this. Get tracked everywhere. I'm not into getting tracked by a car. You know what I mean? I'm not into having facial recognition everywhere that knows who I am everywhere I go. And we laugh about like, oh yeah, in China they get a social credit score and facial recognition. But like on your car, some cars, you have a driving score feature. Oh wow, a driving score feature. As soon as you select to use that driving score feature, you have just elected to share your driving data and your location data with them. And then what they're going to do with that data, who knows, right? But you've elected to, oh, my driving score. Let's look at what my driving score is. You're fucking up. Selecting these things, right? Oh, I'm trying to beat my range on my electric battery. Let's use my driving score. You've just fucking done yourself. You've just given away more of yourself to some corporate entity for the sake of them packaging up your data and selling it on. Great. Anyway, get back to trying to be happy. Let's get back to trying to find a way as a person to be a happier person. That's part of this, like the joy of cars. Cars like such a joyful thing to a lot of people, and they're going to steal all of that joy out of the car, the same as they're stealing the joy out of everything else in life right now by fucking, oh, can we have your postcode please? Fuck off. As you might have realised, this is a channel about cars. It is a channel about cars, but it's just me talking, relearning to talk again. I spent nearly a year when I didn't really talk to anybody, just in silence. That's how I felt, right? And that was pretty shite. But then, coming back from that, that was pretty shite, not talking to anybody for a year. But then you start talking to people again and you go, fucking not really into this either. You guys don't like everybody, you guys are nobody you're fucking really interested in. Very hard to stay interested in almost anything at all. The one thing keeps my attention of interest is cars, because there's always something to do. And I'm interested in strimming. I love doing a bit of strimming. That's interesting. Oh, I can do some strimming this week. You know what I mean? But it's like consumerism doesn't interest me. Going to the shops doesn't interest me. Going to watch a film where I'm probably going to be propagandized isn't going to interest me. It's hard to just do things just for the sake of doing things anymore. You can go a walk just for the sake of going a walk, but then you're out a walk. Oh, you can't walk your dog here. It's like, you can't fucking... just living a never-ending route, fucking new rules invented for everything. I read in the paper the other day that you can get fined for walking and looking at your phone. Right. Again, I've already said I'm not into phones, but if we're living in a world where you can get a fine for walking and looking at your phone, if you walk and look at your phone and you step into traffic and you get run over, or you walk into a lamppost, that's your fucking fault, right? Take some personal responsibility for yourself. Don't mandate it now that everybody has to just be, there's just something else to watch out for. Better not walk along and touch my phone while I'm walking, or I'll get a fucking fine off the police. You know? Because that's where your facial recognition and all the facial scanners everywhere are going to catch you around about the city, as the billboard you walk past is designed to, you know, track the dwell of your eye on the advert to see if it's effective, is actually catching you walking along looking at your phone. There's another fine. Oh, welcome to Demolition Man. It's going to be worse than Demolition Man. It really is. And I can just stay out the way of it, right? I can just stay out the way of it. I can just stay at my house. I can just stay in my garage. Or but it's less and less possible to stay out of it in your car. You know what I mean? Especially in somewhere like London, driving around London. I was back in Britain earlier on this year, and I was driving around, and it just feels like a giant trap. Like I'm just driving around on edge every second. Like, this is a trap, this junction's a trap, this roundabout's a trap. How does this work? These signs are complicated. The sheer amount of road furniture on the roads in Britain is disgusting. Like, all the signs and the barriers and the painting and the confusion. Like, the cars pretty much drive themselves. Fucking, I know that the cars are probably using all of this new street furniture to navigate, but Jesus Christ, it's ugly. Just the sheer amount of street furniture everywhere. Like, fuck me, warning signs, warning signs, warning signs. Oh, I'm a rebel because I don't like fucking warning signs. Hope so. Life's better without some safety guards. Do you know what I mean? Took the safety guard off my strimmer because it works better. Right. All in there. The thing about driving around here is you get looking tractors all the time. I don't really know what the point of this video is now. It was about, you know, people's privacy in cars, but well, I do care about it, but how much do I care about it? Because I really don't feel for a long time it's going to affect me. I'm not going to be forced into buying a new car. I'm not going to be trapped. I'm going to get somewhere with the yard. It's fucking, it seems really fucking depressing, the future, doesn't it? Really? Do you consent for this? Do you consent for that? I'm really surprised that so far, like, cops don't make you sign like consent forms when you go in and have a drink, and like everybody has to show their ID when they enter the pub so that you can be tracked and known as to who the fucking person is, right? Because I fear that's definitely coming, right? Sober. Funny to talk about pubs, right? But I think being sober makes you so much more sensitive to these things. But I think if you're just pissed a lot, fucked up a lot of the time, you really don't worry about all this shit, right? Your mind's on other things, you know? You have enough dopamine going through you that you're not really worried about what's going on in the world. That's why they keep you pissed. That's why alcohol advertising and all this is so prevalent everywhere, right? But when you're not fucked up all the time, when you're not fucked up and you're just see everything in the cold, hard clarity of life, right? Then you're kind of like, I don't really like this, right? And then I don't like being fucked up, but I think you can deal with how the world is and where the world is going when you are fucked up. And not just because you're fucked up at the time, but because you've got a fucking hangover, or because you've got doom, or because you've got other things to worry about, or you've got kids to worry about also. But I think there's a big bit of the population of people that have been, that now don't drink and don't have kids, and like some of them are trying to live forever and be exercise and be the best person you can be and be like Chris Williamson or something like that, or some other person that's trying to be super healthy. But then there's like a big section of us that are just like, what is going on with this place? Like, disillusion. Difficult thing to deal with. Is that what you call a story arc? Where we went from out and about talking about how your car is spying on you to what's the point? I hope we can find a point. Find something fun to do. We're going to jump in the sea. That always makes you feel better. A bit of sea water. The sea fixes everything, right? Sorry if you don't live by the sea, right? But the sea does fix everything. Got a nasty rash? Get in the sea. Got some fungus? Get in the sea. Got a cut in your finger? Get in the sea. Feel like the fucking world's a waste of time? Get in the sea. You'll be alright.